Hi, I've now made quite a lot of these videos on retirement, and many of them have been of a sort of a philosophical nature, not so much as just advice, but the way you look at the world, because I think it's very important. One of the things we need to realise in retirement is change is inevitable. It's inexorable. We are not going to stay the same age. We are going to age. Okay, this is common sense, you know that. You also know that the earlier you retire, the more vigorous, probably the more healthy you will be. So make it early retirement. You've probably been told this by me and other people advocating that you retire early many, many times. So bear it in mind. So what's going to happen as we grow older? We know our health will gradually deteriorate. We know our mobility will gradually become less. We know our area of circumference, as far as our lifestyle and travel, willingness to travel, will gradually narrow down. But it won't happen all of a sudden when you retire. It's a very gradual thing. So whilst you have the energies, whilst you have the vigour, while you have the excitement of life and adventure ahead of you, if you retire early enough, you can make a 10-year plan and even a 20-year plan if you want to. But if you're in your late 80s, it's not advisable to make a 5-year plan. So what else will happen? You will find that your skin will become more brittle and more fragile. You will bruise more easily and you will cut yourself more readily. This is why you need to realise that as we grow older, we need to become aware of our bodies in space. We tend to have a less peripheral view as we grow older. It's not something that we can just forget about. Our eyesight will gradually deteriorate. Some say our hearing will too. Mine hasn't. I think my hearing is very good. Eyesight, well, of course, I had the cataract operation done about 3 years ago. I found that from about 60 onwards, I was gradually getting lesser and lesser as far as eyesight was concerned. And when I drove at night time, especially in the rain, it was difficult. I didn't like it. Eventually, when I saw my optometrist, and I used to see an optometrist every year for an examination, he would say the cataracts are still there, they're gradually getting worse, not enough to operate on yet. And then they did get to the stage where they could be operated on. And I had it done. One eye, and then a month or so later, maybe a couple of months later, the other one. And suddenly, I could see very well again. That was about 2 years back, and I can still see very well. I can read without glasses. That's because I'm short-sighted in my right eye, and I can see great distances with my left eye. So I'm one of those lucky people. Okay, now to get back, we will inexorably age, but we can defer, or not defer, we can decrease the acceleration of our ages, of our aging, simply by looking after ourselves. Now, God gave us those great big legs under our bodies, not for putting under chairs or resting on tables. They are to be used. So walk. Walk around a bit. You know you should. Don't always insist on parking as close as you can to the shop or wherever you're going to. Be willing to walk a few 100 yards. It's good for you. Okay, I'm lecturing, but you do need to keep fit and healthy as long as you can. Your body is your earthly instrument of experience. Look after it. Look after it as long as you can. It will serve you well. You can gradually defer those aging times or that aging time. Now, I've said this before many times. I'm 87. I turn 88 in April 2024. I expect I will make it to my birthday and beyond. And I expect that I will still be walking and talking and doing all the things that I like to do. This can be your life too, providing you look after yourself. Exercise. Keep fit. Keep those bones, that bone density thick and solid. Keep your muscles strong as you can. You don't have to be a gym junkie, but at least train a couple of times a week and go for a walk at least 3 times a week. A long walk I'm talking about, not just hobbling down to pick up the mail at your post box. Okay, I've said enough. You can defer the speed at which you age by looking after yourself. So do it. Do it.